streaming. Turn that off. And everything should be working. Now, if I go ahead and talk louder, that should do the trick. But, let's just see. Yeah, that's not really good. Okay. I'm gonna turn up my mic some. We'll go right there. That sounds good. I think that'll be good. Right? Perfect. Alright. Let's get the old, let's get Krita open. And we're just gonna vibe for a bit. I'm gonna open up a new file, and we're just gonna do some simple sketches. Because I'm bored, I got nothing better to do. So I hope you all are having a good day. And, well, let's get right into the stream, why don't we? Mostly because I'm bored, and, yeah. To be honest, I don't mess with art a lot. I love art, don't get me wrong, I love doing art. That's why I do it. But it is a struggle sometimes. Just kind of getting into a flow and everything in between is difficult sometimes. But if anyone asks, I'd say I'm pretty proud where I'm at in art. At least I feel that way. I do feel like I have a lot of learning to do though. Like, I feel like my art is still off to where it could be. There's a lot that I feel that I need to work on. Getting proportions, oh my gosh, I hate doing proportions sometimes because it just feels so annoying to try to get the right kind of eye length. Did I say eye length? I mean, like, that chin can be, the chin can be annoyance. The eye sockets, anything like that is just absolutely crazy. I don't like messing with it. Then there's the fact of like doing the whole body. Really, I prefer doing portraits and stuff because I can just get those in and out, no problem. But stuff like, man, I don't know. Just getting eyes at certain perspectives, agonizing. Absolutely agonizing. I hate it so much. I can't stand it. Because, like, the eyes at different perspectives, they change shape. Okay, that's obvious. Like, a sideways eye is obviously going to be a lot different from, like, a front-facing eye. But then you have eyes at, like, 3/4, which is what I'm drawing, that are, like, they're, like, slightly curved up, you know? Because they're slightly different. Slightly. So you have to draw them slightly different. Also, I hate this forehead. I am fixing that. His freaking... Okay, why do I... Sometimes I feel like I just don't know what I'm doing. The eye goes on the eye line, not what I just did. Don't do what I did. The eye goes on the eye line because that's what the eye is. That way, the eye placement is correct. I make an eye line and then barely use it half the time usually, so that's fun. But, sometimes you just wing it, and you know what? Sometimes winging it works. So you know what? I like to wing it. If winging it works, then I'm gonna wing it. Oh my gosh, this face is so long. What the? Gotta fix that. Also, adjusting thing, like, you'll notice things. Like, you'll be, let's say, halfway through an art piece, and then you'll notice something. You've done so much. How do I put this? You've done, like, your lines, your color, and then you step back, and you just notice that everything looks off. So now you have to go in and just refurbish everything. And it's just a nightmare. Like, you'll be so close to being done. You step back. Ooh, that's why people tell you to always look at your art from, like, a bigger point, because if you look at it in a bigger picture, then it's a lot easier to tell what's gone wrong. Now the thing is, I don't listen to that. I just don't. I never do, because I'm too lazy. Also, I can tell you right now, this is not good. Let's see. I feel like my side of my faces tend to be flatter. I just like that. I just like the look of a flatter face. And you know what? I'm gonna keep it that way. I've gone certain things that I do in certain ways, and that's just how I've done them. That's how I'm gonna continue to do them, unless something happens and I prefer something else. As of right now, though, everything stays the way it stays. I don't plan on changing anything. Pupils, irises, whatever, the colored part of your eye, I hate messing with those. Because, like, you can do them in so many ways, but, like, if you do them in specific ways, you have to do them in you have to do other things to make them look better. Like, doing smaller eyes, like, serious characters that are angry, or mommies, per se, you look at those characters and they tend to have those really slanted eyes, and their eyes usually tend to be on the smaller side. Sometimes, though, those characters will have, like, the big pupils like this. They'll still have the slanted eyes, but they'll be a lot more pupillar. They'll have, pupillar. No, that's not it. Iris. I think iris is the color part. Never really studied that stuff. But, small things can make a character a lot more different, but I prefer just sticking with the basics, you know? Not messing with everything too much. I feel like mentally, I'm good at making characters. Physically, though, is a whole nother story. You are not catching me making a character half the time, because all my characters look somewhat similar. I don't think I have the same face syndrome. I think I have the opposite problem. I think all of my faces look too different. Maybe. I don't know. I never really looked into it. Also, I just realized his entire eyes are off. Oh, gosh dang, his eyes are off. That's not the middle. They're not centered. Or, they're not centered or whatever. Anything. Okay. That's good. But sometimes, you have to draw more to get an idea of what needs to be fixed. So, it's a win-lose situation sometimes. Another thing is, sometimes I'll draw noses, and other times I won't draw noses. Like, I'll draw the details, and then I won't draw the details. I think the last thing I can say is, my characters look very emotionless all the time. I always make them just kind of just dead inside looking characters. No emotions. They kind of just sit there. And when I do make emotions, they're very bland. Like, they're very basic emotions. Like, if you actually made emotions, like, I don't make my emotions extravagant. Man, I can't speak. I do feel like I have a lot of stiffness in my emotions. I never really make my emotions very open, knowing, whatever. But there's still enough where you can tell what's going on. So that's all I need. That's all I need, is so people can tell what I'm doing. I feel, hair. Ugh. Hair is a nightmare. I hate hair so much. Because I always feel like hair is just, it just feels like too much sometimes. I try to draw hair good. I use every bit of sorry, my brain can only do one thing at a time. I try to use, what knowledge I have, but my hair always ends up being a mess. But yeah, good enough mess for me half the time, so I just roll with it, because it turns out fine usually. Doesn't look too bad, doesn't look too good, but I do feel a lot of times, though, I end up making my hair look too similar. Like, I try to not make a too obvious pattern, because what I've learned is obviously you don't want grass hair. Grass hair won't be fun. It's not fun for anybody. Again, though, this is just a basic sketch. Nothing too serious. So, yeah. To be honest, I don't know about any of y'all, but I always draw with music. I have to draw with music. I'm not right now, obviously, because I'm talking to all of you, but I just feel drawing with music is really good. I've gone to the point where I can basically just draw with anything in the background as long as it's noise, because I feel like my brain just doesn't want to work without noise. And then people will be like, oh, you shouldn't draw with noise because it distracts you. I cannot draw without noise. Well, they say don't study with noise, but I just can't. Looked it up. People are like, oh, just listen to stuff without lyrics or stuff that'll like distract you. Again, but the problem is I just can't. All the songs I listen to always have lyrics, and I always sing to them because I'm a human. I'm human. You know, like the song I'm Human. Yeah, that I'm human. So I feel like it just doesn't work for me. What I will say though is I despise clothing. Off topic, but yeah, I despise clothing. I feel like getting clothing folds right is a nightmare. It makes me upset because I like my clothes to look nice, and then when they don't, it makes me upsetty spaghetti. But you know what? That's just how it is. That's how the cookie crumbles. You know what? We're gonna also do, because I'm bored, we're gonna do another face, and I'm gonna make this one expressional. I'm gonna make this really now again, I would always recommend drawing with reference. I'm not, because I'm lazy, and if I go on Pinterest, because that's where I usually go to get my references, if I go to Pinterest and look for references, I just get stuck on Pinterest looking at random memes for like an hour. So I tend to not do that usually, but that doesn't matter, because you know, sometimes you gotta find references. That's just how it is. I feel like I can go with a basic thing here. Just, I hate drawing straight lines. Go straight, straight. That works. We'll go with the nice. Let's go a little bit closer here. I guess I can go with like a more chibi aesthetic, maybe, or at least attempt chibi. Can't make any promises though, because I don't know what I'm doing. Then go up here. There we go. Getting that. I kind of don't really care about the skull. Not the skull, but like the circle is basically just a baseline for me. I really don't really care where I put it. But I'm gonna try to go for emotion here, or at least somewhat of an emotion. Just kind of go for a cutesy face, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Just kind of get this here. Get all this. I mean, I feel like closing that off is fine. That definitely won't cause problems. Then we get a nice big circle. And that, actually, I feel like it needs to be really big. Like basically the whole iris. This is basically the equivalent of 2000s anime design. Because, you know, sometimes we just want characters with big eyeballs. Big ass eyeballs. Super big motherfucking eyeballs. Ugh, I hate drawing eyes though. Eyes are like nightmare. You know what? Maybe I should just copy this. I'm gonna copy this over.
Just reminding you, there's uncooked French fries on the table.
I know.
But yeah, I completely forgot what I was
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye. Not like anyone's here, so. I feel like Control C, Control V. I always use that all the time. Control E. Glad that cut mark's here. What does that look off for? Looks like an alien. Wow, that is very very one-sided. Whatever. Nah, it's probably nothing. Nah, it's fine. If I try... and then we do this... There we go. I feel like if you really want expressions in your art, you really have to... Actually, you know what? You really have to do them in like more of a body language type thing. You can't really just do them in the typical throw some emotion in the eyebrow, because it doesn't really work half the time, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, you can throw emotion in the eyebrow and it works, but I always feel like you kind of have to, you gotta have to, you gotta have to, you gotta wing it. You gotta, ooh, that's not good. I won't lie, I am usually always too close to the thing, but I have my reasonings. I always have my reasonings. I think that's pretty good. I could make that a tongue instead, but I think I'm gonna keep it as like a mouth. I think that's better. Little mouthy. Ibo baba. Hua baba. Whoa. Wow. I think that's pretty good right there. Yes. It's all working together. It's all working. It's going as planned. You know what? I'm feeling kinda crazy. So you know what? I'm gonna go for a more of a bushy. You know what? Go with that. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. But you know what? We're going with it. We do be going with it because why not? To be honest, I wonder if I can. Yes, dude. That is it. That's it right there. Go for like bigger jumps here though, because if I don't, it's gonna be very bam. Let me go right here, which is like the main point of interest. Yeah, that's good. That one's gonna annoy me. I feel like this is pretty good. Is pretty good. I wonder. There we go. That's an emotion, all right. What emotion is that? I don't know, but it's something. It exists, and that is all that matters. think. I don't know. It exists. Something's about it. I do feel... I guess I could try... Guess I could try a little bit more of a... I can't do perspective good, but I could try... Alright, I might regret this, but let's go get some inspiration off the Pinterest. Let's see here. Let's see what I can find. I'm already getting distracted. What the I've seen death itself. What the fuck? Man, I'm getting distracted. I do be kind of getting distracted though. Fuck, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Draw Aqua. But who would draw Aqua? What are you, gay? What if I... Hear me out. I do have an idea. I do have a slinking of an idea. Get a nice basic. I'm gonna try not zooming in at all for this one if I can. Where's my... Okay. Get that in. Hababa, baba hababa, bababa, hababa bababa, bababa habada, baba habada, baba habada. Wait, hold on. Is this one here? Nope, that's not it. There it is. Okay, we're good. I don't like drawing angles, but that's how it is sometimes. So, you know, we're just gonna have to draw this one. And you know what? I'm gonna try drawing this rather quickly. See if I can get a thing going here. Out. You know what? That's pretty good. Now here comes the fun part. I'm gonna rely mostly on the mouth because that's what this is gonna be. Mouth. Yeah, you know what? That works. Now, how would one do this? I'm actually trying to think genuinely here. How would one... I want to, like... What if I do this? Yeah, that's it. There we go. How do you draw teeth that go that far? You just gotta draw the teeth, you know? Just draw the teeth. That works. Yeah, again, the teeth kind of go all the way. I sure love teeth. Do you love teeth? Do you like the way teeth feel in your mouth? You don't? Then take them out. Take your teeth out. Rip them out even, maybe. You know what? You know what? I think this works. Yes. Me's likey this. Yes. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Now we draw in everything else. And you know what? I have a very specific idea for this one. That's what I'm talking about. I just realized I just made a shitty Venom. What the f am I doing? I'm not trying to draw Venom out here. I'm trying to draw anime. You know what? I guess I could just do this. Oh boy. I feel like this isn't good enough. Keep going silent, but you know what? That's just how art be. Sometimes you just don't want to talk. Kind of just. Yes. 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 What else would this character need? I guess he'd be the type to have. I guess that makes it seem more like, trying to make it more. Think about it. Oh, I forgot to draw the ear in, my bad. What the there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Why he looking like that? I guess he looks more like he's just really hungry than this is supposed to be like flesh. I feel like I kind of need to. I have an idea I can fix that with. If I make more of his mouth sealed, it should drive the idea that that is part of his mouth opening up. Maybe. That, or I'm just starting to go fucking crazy. One of the two. One of the two. It's always one of the two. You know, to be honest, I cannot stand fucking committing arson. you know what? I think that's where I'm gonna go and end this stream. That went pretty well. 3 sketches in, and you know what? I'm pretty happy with what I got. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye bye.